Now you gotta give it to President Venâncio Mondlane, and we are calling him President Venâncio Mondlane because he's rightfully so. Venâncio Mondlane said that he's coming in January, on January the 9th, on Thursday, and he's arriving in Maputo. Now, what does this do? What it automatically does, it derails the plan to actually put Chapo as the president of Mozambique. If Mondlane is within the country, and for some reason, let's say he decides then that he is the president, he's going to inaugurate himself. And listen, Mondlane is a mass following, and people would actually follow Mondlane. So Frelimo is now forced to back down into a corner where they have to acknowledge Mondlane. Another thing also is that the SADC Troika has been gave itself a deadline up until the 15th, between now and the 15th of January, to come up with a solution in Mozambique or to resolve the tensions in Mozambique. So the SADC Troika also will have to be forced to acknowledge Venancio Mondlane's presence in the country. To further show that Venancio Mondlane is a political genius and is very determined about what he wants, he invited opposition leaders. We know for sure that Mmusi Maimane, opposition leader of South African Parliament, is invited to receive him at the airport. Now, what it does, it also puts a layer of security over him, but it's also, in a way, challenging them to stand on what they always say about Mozambique or supporting the Mozambican struggle. He's giving them that opportunity to actually show up. And in a way, what it's also doing is now creating a parallel kind of SADC, a SADC where you have opposition leaders versus the leaders that is in government. And SADC wouldn't really want that type of an outcome to actually happen, to have a parallel SADC that is perhaps with most followers and people that actually mostly respect it. Should this actually happen, should more opposition leaders show up to Mozambique, we do not know for sure. Another issue that is perhaps heartbreaking and Mozambicans should be fully aware of and actually try to avoid is Podemos greedy people rushing to grab those 43 seats, just because they want seats in parliament or to be in parliament or to get a parliamentary salary after the negotiations with Chapo or News or President News, because eventually they might even get kicked out of that parliament, out of that same parliament. We saw this with opposition leaders in Zimbabwe, actually having them being planted some sort of a person that lied that he was part of their SG, and they actually kicked them out of parliament. You can read all about it. So a parliamentary seat is not the main focus here. You cannot represent a person within a country where you can't vote, where those people, they do not have a voice to vote. So the people already, they are not respected when it comes to the electoral process. What makes you think that they're going to respect your vote in parliament? What makes you think that your what is this? You, the speaker, is going to allow you to speak and to listen to your opinion within parliament? So this is important that the Mozambican people are wary of a situation like this could happen, and they need to stand strong behind President Venancio Mondlane. I hope SADC leaders are, others are listening and are taking notes. Venancio Mondlane must be protected. And again, the trick that Venancio Mondlane actually uses in this case helps his case to stand strong. Because remember, if Venancio Mondlane said that he's going to inaugurate himself as president, and now he's within Mozambique, and we all know for sure that Venancio Mondlane is loved by a lot of people and is followed by a lot of people, who do you think the people are going to be loyal to? Is it News's government or Chapo's government versus Venancio Mondlane's government? Because they are creating a parallel government because they do not trust within the system and they do not trust the legitimacy of the Mozambican system. So this makes it difficult. You can't govern the people that don't want to be governed or that are believing that they have another government. So the best thing that they can do in this case is actually meet Venancio Mondlane halfway, or the Democratic Alliance coalition halfway, and finally they can establish a country or go for fresh elections with new reforms. And I don't think Frelimo wants that type of an outcome to happen. Should it happen, Frelimo loses. And I know some SADC leaders, They actually want Frelimo to be there. Not only Emerson Mnangagwa, we know that one for sure wants Frelimo to be there, but we know for sure that even those in South Africa want Frelimo to be there for the benefit of the gas and oil that is going to certain banks in South Africa, or that has been invested by certain banks in South Africa. They want to protect their interests. But you cannot function in a society that is dysfunctional. You cannot mine from it. Better mine in a society that is functional. Mozambicans, this is your struggle. Fight for it tooth and nail.